I'm gonna get in trouble for a lot of these because a lot of these are gonna make some people very unhappy. I got all quiet. I'm like, hey, I got a secret for you. I'm telling you publicly. But they walk in and they're like, oh dang, like this is like a dream house. Well, don't you want that feeling? Hello guys, welcome back to the House of Valentina. Today we're talking about things that are potentially making your home look cheaper than it actually is. So today I've got a list of 10 things you might have in your home that are making your house look cheaper, and also these have really easy fixes. So,
it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, make sure you hit subscribe, give the video a big thumbs up, and we're almost at 400,000 subscribers, guys. Let's just go get to 400!
Come on!
We're so excited. Thank you so much to every one of you that has already hit subscribe. And yeah, let's just jump straight in, shall we?
Let's do it.
I'm so excited I can't talk.
You're gonna need to put that down. I can tell you right now.
What? I don't know what you mean. All right, I'll put it down. Okay. Number one thing that it might be making your house look really cheap is a fake tree. And I say that with a fake tree behind me. Okay, so there's fake trees, and then there's like really ugly, cheap looking fake trees. Okay, I have searched, I've done all the work for you. I've ordered 8.2 billion fake trees on your behalf to be able to find the ones that are really good, okay? Yep. So the problem is why does that make your home look cheap? Because it just looks like a piece of plastic.
It really does.
Like the whole room may actually look absolutely gorgeous, and then like the leaves on the trees, just like, it looks dead, but then it's still alive. It's basically the zombie of trees.
It's the zombie of trees, there we go. No one wants that.
Nobody wants that. But there's just some really bad ones. And especially if you own anything from the 90s, it's incredibly unlikely that any of that looks good.
I always think of that tree that I felt like every single one of us had.
We did.
That ficus, and it had a basket around it, and you were like, you must be newlyweds. You have the ficus tree.
We got the ficus tree. Yep. That's what was official.
Yeah.
We got the ring and the ficus.
We're legit now.
Yes. I think that it just can take a really gorgeous room and just suddenly it sticks out.
Yep.
So I would just avoid that, and instead I will leave a link down below for the fiddle fig that I have, and I have several olive trees that I just think look absolutely, they look gorgeous. So real.
Yeah. And
you just feel like you need to go water them.
And sometimes we do, and when people house sit, they do.
Yes, we have actually had people, when they're house sitting, water our fake trees.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when you know. That's when you know you've got a good one. Yes. I think the moss on the top also helps. Yeah. Yeah, I think that does.
Yeah, definitely.
So, and that's really easy to do. So we've got actually the DIY. Do we have that on the channel?
The DIY?
The DIY? We've done it on Instagram. I don't think we've done it here.
I don't think we've done it here.
Yeah, I'll leave a link for Instagram where we did the DIY for putting the moss in.
Yeah.
But I think maybe we need to do that here. What do you guys
think?
Yeah. Okay, we'll put that on the agenda. You come say hi.
Yeah. He's like, I don't think I'm allowed to do that.
Hi. Oh, you'll give me kisses.
Oh
my goodness. Oh my goodness.
He's like, I just want you to know I believe in you.
Okay, next up is wood beds. Okay, so not all wood beds are created equal. But which wood beds do I think make the room look cheaper?
Yeah, which ones?
I'm gonna be honest, and it's not gonna be pleasant for some of you that have these, and I'm sorry in advance, but I think that the cherry wood furniture makes the room look cheaper.
Yeah.
It's just really dated, and so it just feels like you didn't update your room. So I get that like the 90s are in, but they're really not.
Yeah, if it looks like you want it on Price is Right, Showcase Showdown,
it might be time to let it go.
Let it go.
Now, if you want it on Price is Right, we need to chat because it's my dream. I wanted to be on that show my whole life.
You would be so good at it.
I would be so good at it.
You know the price of everything.
I did. I still do. It's
still do.
The price of sponges. It's like, that's $1.19. Come on, guys.
I got another culprit besides just like the cherry wood in of itself.
Oh boy.
And that is when the bed looks like you handmade it yourself or hand stained it.
Oh baby, people put a lot of work into those.
I know, but.
I mean, I get what you're saying because I think that it can look, it just depends on how good they are at making stuff.
Yeah. But the ones I've seen, usually it doesn't, and it's not that they did make them handmade, but they just have that look of like, we just stained it and shellacked it.
Well, I feel like West Elm, like they sell the beds that look like someone made them, even though like that was really popular in the early 2000s.
Yeah, it was.
So like we're gonna sell you a bed that looks like you handmade it.
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
I don't either.
If I'm gonna hand make it, I'm gonna have the pride of having made it.
Yeah.
So I think what you're really getting at is like kind of like the DIY project bed that it's like DIY gone wrong.
Yeah, it really is.
I don't get it. There's so many other options. I mean, I was looking at RH, which we all know is like way up there in price.
Yeah.
They do have wood beds that are absolutely gorgeous. But I think what separates them from these other wood beds is the fact that they're very sculptural. They've got a really elegant finish on them. I think the fluting and some of the design elements, they feel expensive, right? So if you use that as an example, then now you can go and look for something similar at somewhere like Amazon, right? Or Wayfair maybe. I also actually think that a better solution than trying to replicate those RH beds, because it's gonna be expensive either way.
I think wood.
Yeah, I think actually going with an upholstered bed actually looks way more elegant and sophisticated.
Really does. And it's much more affordable to get to that look.
Yes.
They're amazing. We have amazing upholstered beds.
We've gotten some off of Wayfair, but I was recently doing some of my mood boards for Amazon, and I'm telling you right now, I got all quiet. I'm like, hey, I got a secret for you. I'm telling you publicly. I'm getting all quiet about it. Like it's a secret.
Both keep doing that.
Because it feels like those little secrets, you know, that you don't really tell everybody, but they walk in and they're like, oh dang, like this is like a dream house. Well, don't you want that feeling? And I think you can get that feeling with a bed from Amazon. I think baskets everywhere. Now, I like baskets, but I think the problem is that people put them literally everywhere. They put them on the shelves. They put them all over the floor. They've got them everywhere. And personally, I think the one that just really grosses me out when it's like a basket full of slippers. I'm like, no.
But it matches the vase full of panties that are on the table. So it's all fine.
No, it's not. It's fundamentally telling you we share slippers. And I'm like, we're not sharing slippers. Like your feet get hot.
We've been married 26 years. We don't share slippers.
No! I looked down at his slippers and I'm like, no. I'm not thinking about putting my feet in those.
No, God.
I'm certainly not going to ask my guests to do that.
Oh, God, no. You're an honored guest, King of England. Put on my slippers. They're still warm from when I wore them.
Yeah, and have my smell on them.
Oh, God. Here, make me vomit on TV here. Do you have a basket I could vomit in?
People use that as design elements. I mean, seriously, I would just also add in there like the hats, like the shared hat thing. I'm like, we don't share hats.
Oh God,
we don't have a wall of hats.
We don't share underwear, socks, shoes, or hats.
No, we really don't.
I mean, I wear yours sometimes, but for the rest of us, we never.
No.
I'm wearing them
now.
My
hat, obviously.
Of course, I'm wearing black lace right now. You'll never know.
I wish I didn't have to know.
No, there's certain things you just don't share. No, we don't need to see your hat collection.
But I also think that like baskets of toys everywhere, it's like at some point, I'm not saying you have to get rid of the toys, just put them in the closet. You know, like you don't need a basket every 2 feet. I get wanting cozy because I love cozy.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel like they were trying. Yeah. They're like, at least we'll organize it, but then you've got.
You just have stuff everywhere.
You just have stuff everywhere.
Yeah, so I would have a basket or two.
Yeah.
But not like baskets everywhere.
Yeah. And don't fill them with panties or slippers.
Oh, God, no.
Unless you're selling them.
Stop. This, oh, God, no, is a sign to stop. And Jack's like, green light.
I think that's a green light.
No. Okay, next up, and we have 100% done this one. That is using windows or doors as decor. And I feel like a lot of people have like these really like emotional like memories attached to those things. And I'm like,
this was our first door in our first house 73 years ago.
I appreciate that, but why are you putting it on the wall? You don't need it on the wall.
No, unless you're gonna switch it out and put the painting as the front door, then the door doesn't need to be on the wall as the painting. That's my rule.
Right. Did anybody else stay with him for that one? Because that was a lot.
I just don't think like,
we were just really into that in the 90s and the early 2000s, and we hand painted the windows and made it look like there were flowers. I think that this does make a room feel a little cheaper. I think sometimes I really shouldn't make these videos. I have a thing against a certain kind of light that every time I walk in, I'm like, no. Or when a client is like, I love this light, I'm like, oh no. This is like the thing I hate. I think they look so cheap. And that is a wagon wheel style light, like the big chandeliers. Now, I like one round, especially like the one that we have in the bedroom.
Yeah.
That one's from Amazon and it looks so luxurious. It really does. The finishes on it and everything are gorgeous. But like the overly rustic ones, even if it's a single, like again, it has a salvage look to it.
It does have a salvage. It looks like you went out to Little House on the Prairie and stole Paula's wheel and hung it in your house.
And lit it.
Yeah.
Light that baby up.
You're like, well, I know we spent $10 million on the house, but we ran out of budget and we stole Paul's wheel and put it up on the ceiling.
It just feels out of place at that point. So, all right, I think let's just move on, shall we?
Next is me. I'll say it.
You guys can write all of the negativity.
Send me all the comments. It's fine. I can take it. I'm a big boy.
Okay, go for it.
Yellow wood tones.
Yeah.
Drop the mic. Take a moment.
I think it makes it look cheaper. You guys, let me know what you think. But I just, like, to me, those light oak tones.
Yes. Because
maybe it's just the area that we grew up in. That's what you get in like our first apartments.
Yeah.
It's like the cheapest possible material that's out there. And like our kitchen cabinets, like in our very first house, were the
cabinets,
cheapest
everything was
material
that color
they could possibly find, and it's that light oak. So it may just be us that like grew up on the East Coast, because I see a lot of it in West Coast design, and maybe it doesn't seem cheap out there, but to me, when I see a room, I'm like, if you had just done that in like a warmer tone with a little bit more brown, even the light tones with a little bit of brown in them, still to me don't feel as cheap. The yellow tones are trending in, and I personally feel like it makes a room look cheaper.
It does.
That's just my personal opinion, but I think that if you chose warmer tones, not going yellow, but going more to the brown side of things, whether you go lighter or darker on it.
Big difference.
I still think it makes the house just look so luxury.
Oh yeah. So another thing would be the ginormous clock.
Yeah, so we have a clock, and we were having a discussion about this. This is where this came from. We were talking about the clock that we have that's sitting over the doorway in the breakfast room, and I'm like, I don't know how that is still there because it doesn't look nice. It looks so cheap. It's just this really cheap clock that we bought at IKEA, probably at least 12 years ago, if not maybe more.
I mean, it came home with us.
Yeah, we bought it at IKEA in Denmark. We've had it a really long time, and it's always been in the kitchen, and we all look at it.
All the time.
When we took it down, guys, it was like the scene in Raymond when they take her forks off the wall.
There's an outline of the fork and spoon.
That's us.
There's an outline.
There's an outline.
Circle.
Yes, there is, because I was like, I'm going to take it down, so I won't have to, edit it out of the photo because it looks really cheap. But we legitimately use the clock. Yeah. Every single day.
One day the battery died, and we just stopped.
We didn't know what was going on.
I don't know when to eat. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing.
No, we really use the clock.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the solution is, if I'm being honest with you, but I do think it makes the rooms look a little cheaper.
Especially those huge ones, and bonus points if it says a different country's name on it.
Well, I think it's kind of like a salvage
because it doesn't feel real.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way you flew to Paris and brought home a 5-foot wide clock in your carry-on.
5 foot wide. I mean, if you've got one that big, they may actually just be kind of cool, honey. I'm thinking more of like the Kirkland version.
This is what I'm thinking. Kirkland's like up there, and it's just really big. It just doesn't. No one believes that you went and got that from Paris when it says Paris on it.
Oh, baby, sometimes he nitpicks at things that I don't even notice, but no. I just think just in general, like the oversized clocks, I don't know. What do we do instead? Because we use ours every single day. So
we do use our clock all the time, and I think there are other clock solutions that you can use.
Are there? What are they? What's the
actually know
option?
now that I'm sitting
Just
here.
like literally like, okay, look at your arm, or like try to find your phone. But we use that clock every day. So let me know what you think a solution for us could be, because I don't know of one, because we just really use it.
I'm surprised no one's brought back the giant grandfather clocks.
Well, they are useful, aren't
those
they?
are
Well, they're very
amazing.
expensive, first of all.
They are.
And I think they require quite a bit of maintenance.
Yeah, but you get to like open things and do things. And
Well, if you do that, I don't think it's gonna work.
no, I'm not the person to do that. I mean, there are people who know how to.
Jack fixed her dishwasher the other day, and somehow the basket doesn't go in anymore. Like, I don't.
That
think
is a
this-
true story.
I don't think this
Tried to save us
counts
some money, guys.
As fixed. So we are not going to buy anything
No,
that Jack
probably not.
might potentially be tinkering around in. Maybe that's why we're worried about the DIY beds, because
I'm good with coffee and hair, and that's about it. If you want your hair done, call me, guys.
all right, so I think that's about,
We have a bonus.
no,
Yes.
baby, you and your bonus ones.
It's not a big
This
deal.
is always like Jack's
It's not
platform.
inappropriate. It's not.
Jack's like, I have more things.
I have things in my head.
Just so you know, when you invite me over to your house, no one ever says, I moved my pillows because you were coming over. They do tell me they took their stickers off their fruit for me.
Yeah. I get people who apologize in emails.
With signs and like pillows with sayings on them. They literally like, I turned all the pillows around just so you wouldn't see all the sayings.
The Inspired by V group the other day, someone posted and said, here's my Easter table setting. Sorry, Jack, for the pillow with the words on it. I don't care. I think it's awesome. So
He's just gonna come in and read them all, just so you know.
yes, I do, and I make stories out of your
Yeah.
pillows. So anyway.
Just so you know, my mom got so mad at
Oh
him
my God.
because he was in the kitchen and he was going around the room and reading all of her signs and like her little plaques and things. She got so mad at
It
him.
was hilarious. Like,
She's
I was
like
just
a saint. This is a woman who, like, she had me and my brother Michael. Oh my gosh, the two of us literally like, we took our wagons down like a mountain. We were like climbing things and blowing things up. Like, we were crazy. But Jack riled her by reading all of her signs.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
clearly we think, I mean,
I just stood there at one point. I said, you know, what's so important is just that we live, laugh, and love.
she did not like
No,
it.
she didn't like it. I
So
started.
go ahead. What else do you have to say today? Because we'll see if mom's gonna be mad at you and he won't be getting baklava for a while.
Yeah, well, it's one of your favorite things, which is that size does matter.
I really do.
Bigger is better. That's what she's told me from day one.
Certain things.
Other
I do think some small things, I do think that, you know, good things do come in small packages, like diamonds and me,
hot
apparently.
Greek women. But coffee tables that are way too small.
Oh,
Yeah.
does it make it look cheap or does it make it just, I think,
It looks like, once again, like, we have this whole room going. Oh, we have $5 for the coffee table. We can buy this tiny one.
I think it's not necessarily because people didn't have the money. I think sometimes they just don't know what scale to buy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's more that.
But it does make it look kind of like, because
It
the
makes it
scale's
look
not
kind
right.
of empty, which I like having all my books stacked on it. So I'm the type that I'm like, whatever coffee table you bought, you probably just need two of them. Like,
Yeah,
double
that's a
it.
good way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think going as big as possible on the coffee table, first of all, it just give you places to put things like your cups and, you know, your plates, your plate of cake, and also all your books and things. Because I just like that look.
I just think sometimes one of my rules of thumb is if there's a bigger size, go for it.
Well, that doesn't always work.
The Christmas trees.
Well, if
the
you
fig
guys didn't,
trees.
yeah, if you didn't see the entire thing at the Christmas season when he decided to buy the 12-foot tree, that's on this channel, guys. This is why you should be a subscriber. You don't want to miss out on this mess.
No, this mess.
You really do bring a certain flavor to the channel, don't you,
Really
Dan?
do.
Definitely bring a bit of fun.
A certain point of view.
Yes.
fine.
There you go. Just blame him for everything. It's his
take it.
fault. Was being held under duress.
Yeah.
But we really do hope that you just had a lot of fun and hopefully just, you know, just always food for thought, because ultimately, remember, this is your home.
Yep, totally.
And creating a space where you celebrate life and you have a place to relax, ultimately, that is more important than having a perfect home. So, Let us know if you enjoy these and find them helpful so that I will make more of them. And make sure you hit subscribe.
Yeah.
Whether we've insulted you or not.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for stopping by. We really do have so much fun with you, and we really do love this.
It.
So we love you guys. We'll see you guys soon. Bye for now.